Hello Taurus, welcome to your 2019 year ahead forecast. I wanted to start off with some oracle cards. Let's start with your spirit animal for 2019. What you drew for your spirit animal is the butterfly, and I love that. It is transformation, of course. With this one, how I see this is very much an energy here of transformation not having to be traumatic or dramatic. Perhaps it has been over recent years or months, but remember, change is the only true constant. If you resist that change, you do create a tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. So in this moment, you may have forgotten the beauty and joy of life as it moves through its seasons. You're being faced with a choice now. You can struggle with the current conditions, refusing to surrender, and perhaps see through a lens of lack or loss. Or you can surrender to the grace that is calling you to allow life to take its course, moving through sadness and disappointment. Surrender to that energy will soften you, inviting you to bask in gratitude and see through a lens of curiosity and newness. Very much an energy of tuning into infinite potential available to you in the new year. Butterfly spirit knows beauty and delight, so let go and trust that it is there for you. Now, from the Druid plant oracle, you've pulled a really nice one for you. It's the Celtic bean. And Celtic bean, well, it's also known as the broad bean in many countries. And it's a very strange plant because it is somewhat mundane, but it's believed to be connected to the other world and to the realm of ancestors. So it may be that you're being strongly influenced by past or even past life. Also, I get a sense of if you have experienced confusion or a sense of impurity in any way. Trying to be free of impurity can end up making you feel even more uncomfortable. Purity is a quality rarely found in nature. Everything from water to air needs that mix of ingredients to make it. So we need our flaws, our weaknesses, our history of mistakes to make us human. What counts is not purity but integrity, which literally means wholeness. So it's that sense of wholeness, but not judging yourself unfairly for past perceived mistakes or flaws. I get an energy here of acceptance as well with these cards. As your overall energy for the year from the Oracle of Mystical Moments, you've pulled Red Garden. This one is about gratitude, pleasure and happiness. So on this card we see that woman strolling through a garden. The sky glows with pink and the ground is turned into a luminescent blue. The woman finds great peace in being one with nature. The flowers have become part of her body, and a parrot feels at home on her shoulder. During her walk down this path of life, she keeps happiness and gratitude in her heart, noticing the simple pleasures of life, and is thankful for all that nature has given her. So with these energies, I feel that next year will be more about acceptance of flaws within yourself and within others. Transforming in a way where you notice more of the small details in life. Become less concerned with controlling outcomes, and I feel instead be more grateful, or have an attitude of gratitude, if I can speak properly. Have an attitude of gratitude. That's hard to say. And I like that energy for you because it keeps you in the moment, enjoying what is present, what is the now. And I think that that's going to be a theme for you next year. So let's see where this goes. I'm going to leave the energy here for your overall energy, and I've already meditated on 2019 for you here, Taurus. You came up at the bottom of the deck here as the King of Pentacles, male or female. So it seems like a focus on stability, and we'll see where this goes for you. Because we are still in 2018 here, there will be an element of overlap. So let's start with learning lessons from 2018. I also want to look at what you can expect in the new year. I want to see what challenges you have faced or will face in the coming year. I also want to look at how you have harnessed your power or can harness your power. Let's take a look at the lessons that you learned in 2018. And let's also have a look at guidance for the year ahead. And we'll have a look at your personal theme for the coming year as well. So let's take a look. The Sun in reverse. So I want to say that there has been an energy of pessimism around you when it comes to the future. And I feel the energy around next year will be about turning this around. With the Sun in reverse, it's never a really bad energy because I feel that the Sun will come out for you. But at the moment, there's something that is preventing you from seeing the big picture here, from getting the full clarity. And it's blocking your happiness as well. It's an obstacle to overcome. It may have something to do with your perceived mistakes or things that you see as flaws, perhaps things that have not gone well for you in recent years or months. Let's take a look at the lessons that you've learned from 2018. The Two of Wands. Okay. So it is about a focus on the future. For you, I believe that what you've learned in 2018 is that holding on to the past, holding on to negativity from the past, is preventing you from seeing the opportunities that are still around you for the future. It's having that worldly view, thinking optimistically when it comes to success, confidence, especially when it comes to making decisions or choices. I see the Two of Wands here as a gateway card. You'll see the two wands here. And you have to step through that gate in order to find success in your future. But there is something that has been holding you back from this, taking this step or making plans. Let's take a look at what you can expect in the new year. The Tower. So changes. And I like it. You know, you have the butterfly spirit. And for you, it may be quite sudden. That sudden transformation, that sudden epiphany, that light bulb moment, an illumination of some kind. So I do feel that although you may start the year as somewhat clouded in your judgment or your viewpoint, I feel that at some point during 2019, things will become clearer to you. There will be sudden changes, but I don't feel that it's bad changes. I feel that this is good. Something needed to finish, to end, to be broken down so that it can be built back up on a stronger foundation, something that needed to change. There is a sense of where before there was resistance perhaps to the truth or finding clarity. I feel that whatever happens in 2019 will bring about that truth, allow you to see things how they truly are. Let's take a look and see what challenge that you'll face in the coming year. The Hermit. So it is gaining knowledge. Again, I get that light bulb moment, that aha moment. It's going to be about you seeking knowledge within yourself but also from outside sources. Could be a mentor, someone who is assisting you, or someone who's wiser than you, or who you perceive to be wiser. With the Hermit, it's mostly done internally, this work. Although I do feel that you may also be seeking guidance elsewhere. It may even just be from books, videos. Greater enlightenment. So next year is going to be all based on knowledge, education, finding out more about yourself as well. How you view yourself, how you view yourself in the future. Who you want to take forward with you in the future too, if this is about a love partnership. Let's take a look and see how you to harness your inner power. Temperance. I like that. Because look what we have. We have the Hermit and Temperance. A lot of major arcana, so I feel like 2019 is going to be a pivotal year for your inner strength. You're going to come out wiser, stronger, more at peace. And for you, it's about making things work in your life. And I love that energy. You know, I see Temperance there as finding inner calm, inner peace, balance, moderation as well. So it's not thinking in terms of extremes. I don't see that there'll be any kind of thinking in black and white terms for you. It will be, instead of thinking that everything is all good or all bad, you'll start to see that there is some good and bad mixed. And you may have viewed yourself, for some Taurians, I get that you may have viewed yourself as bad or flawed in some way. But I see 2019 as a year of gaining greater wisdom about yourself, and that everyone has elements of good and bad mixed. Everyone has flaws. And not to view yourself as less than or more or greater than others. It's more even. Let's take a look here and see what your lessons that you've learned from 2018. Death, yeah, it's transformation. Within yourself, I don't feel it's anything about ending a relationship or anything like that. It's an ending of how you're viewing yourself, or ending of how you view life. Major change, major transformation, and it is a beautiful thing. And I feel like this is what's going to bring about this light shed on everything around you, and you're going to come out in a very calm energy after going through this ending. Any limiting beliefs, anything that is not serving you anymore, you're going to release that. You know, there's death and then there's rebirth immediately after it. And it's the death of something that needed to die. And I believe it is something that you've held on to in terms of beliefs, self-limiting beliefs. Let's take a look at your guidance for the year ahead. The Chariot, yeah. Taking back the reins, taking back control when it comes to the direction of your life. It's dedication. It is movement. Whereas if you have felt stagnant, Taurus, that's going to change. And I see very positive movement. Look at all this major arcana. everything here except for the Two of Wands, which is really, that's the lessons that you've learned from the past year. But this major transformation in 2019, it's powerful. Truly. And I want to get another energy of this Celtic being, because I feel like it's an important message for you here about not being not being limited by, you know, I feel like it's reincarnation. I mean, when you look at this, look at these cards. What do you see, Taurus? I see reincarnation of your spirit, of how you're viewing yourself. And it's major. And where you end up is at peace. Wow, I'm really loving your energy here. You know, the broad bean or the Celtic bean is associated with reincarnation. So very much an energy of coming back to life and bearing fruit in an unexpected way. I love it. You know, it's not about freeing yourself from impurity, and whatever impurity means to you. I think for some of you Taurians, you have struggled with a view of how you saw yourself. But I'm going to again mention that we need those flaws, those weaknesses, those history of mistakes. They make us who we are. It's how we transform. It's how we get to this more calm, peaceful state. You know? Wow. I'm loving the energy for you here in 2019. Taurus, I'm going to leave those here because I feel like the message here is very strong. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a in-depth 2019, and I'm going to be putting those on my Vimeo channel. I'm going to be pulling out several cards for each month of the year. It'll be about a 45-minute reading, something like that. So I hope that you join me there. The link is below in the descriptions box, so please check those out if this is resonating. I think 2019 is going to be a year of powerful changes for you. And I have the sense that you're going to, how you're seeing yourself now is going to be completely changed. And I see a lot of peaceful energy around you at the end of 2019. So please join me in part 2. The link is below in the descriptions box. And I wish you all the best for 2019 here, Taurus. Much love, peace, happiness, and sending you lots of healing energy as well, because it'll be a major transformational year. And I will speak to you again very soon. Bye for now, Taurus.